guys, long time no see. I am so sorry I've been gone for so long. I got sick and it all went downhill from there, but I have a super fun swatch review today and we have 10 polishes to get through, so let's get started. First up is the different dimension LEs for the month of April. And what you're looking at right now is April 2018. This is a holographic topper with added color shifting flakes. I'm not a fan of toppers. I don't use toppers very often. However, every single time Missy has released a topper, she has absolutely nailed it, and this is no different. On the first coat here, you are going to be seeing the most beautiful sprinkling of holographic goodness with a couple of those larger flakes added in on the nail. It is just the simplest, easiest way to have a pop of something on your nails but not be overpowering. Even as we build this up with a second coat, it is just the same. You're not going to have the pow, I guess, effect as you will over a darker color with this base, but on its own in 3 coats, it is just such a pretty, easy, simple way to just have sparkly goodness on your nail. I guess that's the only way I can describe it. It's just pretty. Over black, you are seeing 1 coat of just in your face, holy crap, there it is. The holographic goodness in this just absolutely dances off the black, and the flakes shift between silver and yellow and pink and purple and gold and green. It's beautiful. Over top of this lavendery gray toned base, you are still going to get the pop of that holographic, but the flakes are going to be shifting more blue to pink to purple. It's just so cool, and it plays so well over different colors, and those flakes take on a life of their own depending on the color underneath it. My favorite is black though. Keep your eyes peeled. You will be seeing this one a lot from me. I think everyone should grab it, personally. Moving on to 1 in 68. This is the Autism Awareness Day polish. This is a blue to light blue thermal that glows blue in the dark. This is a super cool one. There is a bunch of added holographic micro glitters as well. And Missy is also donating 20% of the proceeds to the Indiana Autism Society. The retail for this is $12, and it is a stunner and for a beautiful cause. Please excuse the messy application. I was sick, my 4-year-old was sick, it was a mess. On the second coat, you are going to be seeing full opacity in its cooler state. This is the darker blue state. I was hot swatching it, so it did transition beautifully on me. The lighter blue or hot state of this polish is not opaque in 2 coats, but I really loved how it looked all together in just 2 coats. You are seeing the transition here as it goes to its lightest state, and you can see my nail line and my patch. But as it goes back to the blue, you see that it is completely opaque in that darker color, and in my swatch photos you will see that it completely covers my nail line as well in the 2 coats with the transition, and there it was glowing as well. It's a super cool polish. The last of the April limited edition polishes is Birthday, and this is spelled B-E-A-R-T-H-D-A-Y 2018. It's for Missy's birthday, which happens to fall on Earth Day this year. It is a cobalt blue linear holographic polish with green duochrome shift and an added holographic micro glitters. It is stunning. Just look at this, you guys. It is 1 coat of glorious blue mixed with the most intense green flash. It is so pretty. I am so obsessed with this one. I'm gonna have to do some nail art with it later on in the month. It is just gorgeous. The formula is perfect. The application is perfect. It completely covers the nail line in 1 coat, and there's just so much depth and dimension to it. Y'all should know at this point that if I can capture the shift of a polish in video and in photo, y'all know it's good. It does dry down a little bit on the dull side, so I do recommend a good glossy top coat to really pull out that hollow goodness going on with it, as well as the shift. On to the glow-in-the-dark polishes. This is Please Don't Stop the Music, and when they are in their normal state, they are a group of beautiful pastel polishes. I am first going to be showing you Dancing in the Dark. This is a beautiful pastel sky blue that glows an intense blue. I do want to mention that for all of the glow-in-the-dark polishes, you are seeing them being taken in the darkest pit of my closet. It is the only room in anywhere close to my swatching table that has absolutely no windows, so that's what you got. You are getting 100% full darkness for the glow. Moving on to the polish though, you are going to hear me be a complete broken record. All of the formulations of these are the exact same, and they are all 2 to 3 coats. As you are seeing with this blue, the first coat went on pretty sheer and a bit streaky. This is going to be the same for all of them. And the second and third coats build it completely opaque and really get rid of that streakiness. The glow-in-the-dark pigment, from what I've been able to find doing my own research, is sand-like almost. It is a very textured pigment, and Missy did a fantastic job hiding that texture within a thicker Crelly formula. It does self-level really, really well, but it is a tad thicker than the majority of Missy's polishes that I have had the pleasure of swatching. Here it is glowing again in the deepest, darkest hole of my closet, and here it is under my artificial lighting. Next up is Make These Nights Last Forever. This is a beautiful orange pastel-y polish. I think it leans more on the peachy side in its regular state, and it also glows an intense peachy orange color. Again, broken record. This is going to apply on that first coat a little sheer, a little streaky, a little uneven, but the second coat is really going to pull it all together. I also want to note here that due to the texture of the pigment, you are going to need a good top coat to completely smooth it out. They dry down a bit dull, a lot dull, almost matte due to the pigment, so top coat is definitely the way to go with these. Again, this is 2 coats with top coat in the deepest, darkest pits of my closet, and this is the same with top coat under artificial lighting. Next up is Dancing and Dreaming. This is a gorgeous pastel pistachio green. This is my favorite of all 7 of these polishes in both its glowing and normal state. It's absolutely beautiful. It glows almost like a Tiffany blue. It's like a blue with a green undertone. It's just beautiful. Anyway, going on this first coat, again, a little bit streaky, a little bit uneven. It definitely needs that second coat to start to smooth everything out. Again, the formula, it is a thicker Crelly formula to hide the texture of that pigment. Missy did a fantastic job on that, and it did need a third coat to completely make this one opaque. Here she is glowing in the deepest pits of my closet. The glow on these is just so intense, and here it is under artificial lighting with top coat. Next up, we have Everybody's Hands Go Up. This is the white. It's a white glow in the dark, and it's white in its normal state as well. Go figure. Just kidding. Again, the formulation is the same. It is a bit on the thicker side of a Crelly base, I'm assuming to help hide the grittiness of the glow in the dark pigment. It applies just like the other ones, the first coat being a bit streaky, a bit uneven, and I needed that second coat to really even everything out and to build up the opacity. I love, love, love using this white as a base for nail art. There's a lot of nail art coming your way using these. I just find these so cool and so different and so intriguing. And here she is under regular lighting with top coat. Moving on to Under the Electric Sky. This is a yellow pastel-y buttery deliciousness going on, and it glows more on the green side. It's a super yellow that comes off greeny depending upon your lighting, and when you don't have any lighting, it looks like a yellowed green to my eye, and then my phone was like, nope, it's green. Moving on, same formulation, broken record going on over here. The first coat was a little bit uneven and a little bit patchy, same Crelly formulation. It needed that second coat to really smooth everything out and to make it opaque. Here she is in the deepest depths of my closet, and here she is under artificial lighting and top coat. Next up is under the, I'm just kidding, this is Be My Escape. This is the pink one. It is such a beautiful baby doll pink polish. Out of the 7 that I have, this is definitely the most textured. You're going to be able to see it on the nail as I'm swatching it for you guys. It is, it has, excuse me, I'm sorry. It has a ton more of the texture to it. It is a lot patchier, it is a lot streakier, but it does build up nicely, and that second coat really evens everything out to make it a smooth finish on the nail. Here she is glowing in the darkest pits of my closet with top coat, and here she is under artificial lighting. Last but certainly not least is When the Beat Drops. This is the pastel purple that glows purple. Missing notes here that it's not as bright as the others, which is obvious in the photos that you are going to see at the end. I am assuming that the pigment itself is just not as intense as the other pigments, but it does still glow beautifully, and I'll show you that picture at the end. Broken record, a little bit streaky on this first coat, a little bit uneven, and it really needed that second coat to pull it all together and make it opaque and nice and smooth on the nail. I really love the versatility of these polishes, being able to go between beautiful pastels, perfect for spring, and just the coolest glow in the dark polishes ever. This is what she looks like glowing in the dark. It's not as intense, but it is still beautiful. Here's another one of her underneath my desk with my lamps on above my desk, but me hiding underneath my desk, if that makes sense. Anyways, moving on. I will list the prices for these and the links to shop these. Everything will be down below. These do release on April 1st at 9 a.m. So make sure you grab them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.